Eines Tages werden Weihnachtsmänner keine Jungs mehr sein, die wie Kinder mit Waffen spielen.
Could one single moment on a talent show stage change the way we think about youthful brilliance in music? On August 10, 2010, a 10-year-old soprano walked into the spotlight on America's Got Talent and stunned the world. I'm reporting on the rise of Jackie Evancho, how that unforgettable performance reshaped her career and perhaps rewrote the rules of what a talent show can deliver. First, we'll look at her journey up to that stage. Then we'll examine that performance in detail. Next, the aftermath. We'll explore the ripple effects and the controversies. Finally, we'll consider the legacy. Does this moment still stand as the most iconic in the show's history? Stay with us. At just 9 years old, Jackie Evancho was quietly practicing in suburban Pittsburgh, but the stage she would take was anything but quiet. Born April 9, 2000, to Lisa and Michael Evancho in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, she began singing in church and local concerts before her talent caught attention. In 2009, she released a self-produced album titled Prelude to a Dream when she was 9. The following year, she entered America's Got Talent via the YouTube audition path and secured her spot for Season 5. What makes this setup remarkable is that talent shows rarely deliver opera-style voices at that age, and yet she appeared poised, confident, and clear-voiced. The stage was set, and when she finally stepped up, the audience would witness something unexpected. But her journey didn't peak here, it was just beginning. The moment arrived. A young girl in a shimmering dress sang an operatic aria, and the room went still. On August 10, 2010, Jackie performed Puccini's Mio Babbino Caro in the quarterfinals of America's Got Talent. The feedback was immediate and intense. Judges and audience alike offered standing ovations. Media outlets questioned how a 10-year-old could offer control, tone, and poise that rival adult professional singers. Rumors even circulated about whether the performance was live or lip-synced. To quell doubts, she sang an impromptu vocal exercise live on stage. The sheer contrast, childhood innocence paired with adult-level vocal technique, captured attention. In ratings terms, this episode drew one of the largest crowds in the show's recent history, yet this wasn't the end of her story, it was the pivotal turning point. Up next, how she advanced and what the finale held. Surviving the shock of her breakthrough, Jackie pressed ahead, and the stakes just got higher. Having advanced past the quarterfinals, she performed in the semifinal round and eventually reached the finals of America's Got Talent Season 5. Her semifinal included pieces such as Time to Say Goodbye, and in the final four she sang Ave Maria. Though she did not win the grand prize, she finished runner-up to Michael Grimm. Many viewers and critics believed she had achieved something more than just a competition placement. In fact, the finale remains one of the highest-rated episodes for the show in that era, helped by her performances. The significance: she didn't merely compete, she made a statement. But having made that statement, what followed behind the scenes would begin a new chapter. Let's look at the after effect. After the lights dimmed on the stage, the record deal offers arrived, fast and in force. Shortly after her AGT season concluded, Jackie Evancho signed with major labels including Columbia Records and Sicko Music. Her debut major label EP, Oh Holy Night, released November 2010, entered the Billboard 200 at number 2, making her the youngest solo artist ever to debut in the top 10 in the US, and also the youngest solo artist ever to go platinum. Her success altered perceptions. Talent shows could launch classically trained voices into the mainstream. She toured, appeared on primetime television, and became part of a wave of crossover classical pop phenomena. While many competitors fade after their moment, she leveraged hers into chart success. Still, such rapid ascent comes with hidden pressures and scrutiny, which brings us to the next section. Behind the perfect tone and poised smile, there were questions and quiet strains. From the lip-sync rumors after her AGT performance to critiques in classical music circles about the appropriateness of a child tackling adult repertoire, Jackie Evancho faced more than applause. Some critics praised the purity and maturity of her voice, Yet others noted that emotional depth and lyric interpretation would likely come later. There was also the personal pressure of moving from school concerts to national TV. Her family, management, and team had to handle the transformation from normal childhood to public figure. As she matured, her voice changed, and the recording decisions made to protect early recordings, e.g., withdrawing her independent debut album, show that early decisions were influenced by more than just marketing. What many viewers don't see is how the instant star label can bring both opportunity and burden, especially when the public expects perfection. Next, we turn to how that legacy has held up. Now more than a decade on, what remains of that moment, and is it still the most iconic performance in AGT history? Jackie Evancho released a string of albums, topped classical charts multiple times, and held solo concerts in elite venues, including Lincoln Center, when she was still young. Her career shifted toward a blend of classical crossover and popular music, a path that many young singers later followed. Critics say she brought opera-adjacent singing into mainstream consciousness. The question for viewers remains, when you think of AGT's greatest performance, do you recall the winner or the runner-up who started a movement? The truest measure might be how many young singers she inspired, how many ears she introduced to classical crossover styles, and how one performance changed the platform's possibilities. To examine that fully, we'd need to compare across seasons, but for now, the case stands strong. In summary, Jackie Evancho's journey from suburban Pennsylvania to the AGT stage, her startling performance of Mio Babbino Caro at age 10, the subsequent record deals and chart success, the hidden pressures and controversies, and the legacy she built, all come together in a moment that many believe still defines what a career-changing talent show moment can be. If nothing else, it's a reminder that sometimes the most memorable performance isn't the one that wins, it's the one that changes the game. What do you think? Does this still stand as the most iconic performance in AGT's history? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.